As you can see today, there are a variety of people here. They all come here for different reasons, but what they find is warmth, friendship and help. And it's really important that even as we grapple with the problems of an ageing population, that we enable people to come together socially and to be active in their communities for as long as possible.
We had funding from the big lottery, and they funded us for 3 years, and they did extend it for a year. So they extended it for a year because they realised the programme, was running well, and what they said was that will give you a chance to look for other funding, which we have been doing.
It's more or less a kid on, you know what I mean? We're playing pool, we all slag each other and carry on. Meeting different people and being with them and getting out of the house, it's everything. Tell me, so it is, you know what I mean? Although I'm lucky enough, my wife's still living, which, you know what I mean, which is a whole lot of the other ones that are by themselves. But I like getting out and meeting people and having a talk and having a good laugh, more or less, you know.
I'm 81 years of age and all my family's dead, so I'm on my own and I live on my own, and it's the only time I get out, you know. I don't class it a club, I class it as a family, you know. We're all looking after each other. In the summer we go on holidays. I've never been away as much as I have done since I joined this club. I've been in Scotland and Troon, I've been in England, Blackpool and things like that. I've been in around 6 counties and I've been in the south, so you couldn't ask for better than that. If you're living on your own, it's like being in prison, you know.
My husband passed away in 2014. I was in a bad place, and Adrian and her daughter Angela got me out of that bad place, and only for them and I wouldn't be here today to tell the story.
There's nearly 400 people on the database, and they're coming in new all the time, because we're in the area, and with we drop-in centre there, you get to hear people that's maybe newly widowed or whatever, and we would always make it a point to do a wee home visit or that. And we work with social services too, trying to keep people at home, because to be honest with you, we're usually the first people that see a decline in people, and you can think, goodness, they're starting to get a wee bit forgetful or whatever, and then we sort of do a wee bit of background history, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The picture's just spreading, to be honest with you, and there's no end to the work that you can actually do, because at the end of the day, we have already looked at other sources. We've had the junior ministers out for a visit, and we had them over in the drop-in, and as I said to them, at the end of the day, we need to get things in place, because we're all getting older, and while you're in a position, you should really look at looking after your elderly, because we're all getting there. Because there's no way I want to see any of my seniors sitting in the house. It causes depression, and when it causes depression, there's going to be a big expense on our health service. So they don't realise that we have knock-on effects. With us doing the work with the seniors here, we're saving them money in prescriptive drugs and hospital visits.
I think it's extremely important that we actually keep this project running. It's a lifeline for over 300 older people in this community. They have a focal point where they can contact people on a daily basis to make sure that they're comfortable with their own living needs in terms of health, in terms of housing, in terms of just getting about the community, in terms of transport, accessing shopping, accessing informational health-related problems. But we're not just reactive to older people, we are very proactive, and our own statistics show that of the 300 older people that have been involved in this project, the amount of falls that have occurred to those older people has been recorded as 2, and that has been a massive drop over the years. And the amount of money that has actually saved the National Health Service in our preventive work, it's amazing. We're saving money for local government, for regional government on a daily basis.
We've had the junior ministers out, we've been up at Stormount, we went and seen Diane Dodds. She has been very good, and she has, sourced some funding out there that we could apply for, but it's whether you get it or not.
This group has a good track record. It has a track record of delivery, and it has the support of the local people, and I hope that this group can be sustained into the future.